Hey Soul Tribe, it's Nisha, the Soul Magi, and I'm back again with another video.
Okay, so this is a quick question that I've been getting in my inbox when I post photos, even though I geotag most of the time where I am. I am currently in northern India. I'm in a place called Rishikesh, India. It is the yoga capital of the world. And why did I choose here? Um, there's so many beautiful things about northern India, so much knowledge, so much culture to absorb, so much healing, I would say, to be felt here. And so for me, this was part of my purpose to tap into the things that I truly desire to learn about on this journey of the soul magi, on this pilgrimage, on this, you know, this chapter. So, is it dirty there? I feel like y'all was trying to be funny with this one. I feel like the people who asked me was trying to be funny with this one. Is it dirty? Yes, by far one of the dirtiest places I've ever been. However, come. I mean, I it doesn't take away from its beauty though, but it is very different, I would say, from living in the United States or like living in Mexico or, Europe. Um, and the only reason I say it's dirty is because there's actually like a ton of dirt here. Um, there is like in this particular part, they don't really have sidewalks. It's more like pavement for the cars in a one way road. And then, you know, that's you pretty much got to walk on the side of that. And also, I would uh, say it's dirty because there is like cows and other like farm animals that just kind of walk the roads. So yeah, it's dirty. It's not like New York dirty though. It's dirty, and it's not like DC dirty. It's just actual dirt and animals. So it depends on what you.
Hey y'all, so this was another question that I got is what are the people like? And I would say, in my experience personally, um, the people are super hospitable, right? But it's not like Southern hospitality, but it's close. It's caring, and some people will really go above and beyond to help you like with directions or whatever. um, Most people are super welcoming into their space, whether it's their store or their home. It is just very, very accommodating at times. uh, what else? I would also say people stare a lot here. Um, like for example, I think my first week here, there was a festival, so I decided to get my nose pierced because it was an auspicious day to buy gold and jewelry and other things like that. And the lady at the jewelry store, there was like a mirror mirroring the back side of me, so I could see everything that was going on behind. And she stared so hard that she literally dropped like the brass and gold that she was carrying to another customer because she just couldn't stop staring. And so there's that. It can that can be, depending on how you react to being stared at, that can just have its own connotations of, how you feel with that. So um, yeah. Other than that, I would say people are kind and hospitable. I've met some people, foreigners and locals, that are just such giving and divine and just sweet people. I'm so forever grateful.
The food, the food. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that was like one of my main reasons of coming to India is like I literally love the food. I could eat rice and lentils and chapati, roti all day.
So in short, the food is amazing and it's really easy for you to eat here if you're vegetarian. If you're a vegetarian, this place is a gold mine for you because the food is packed with so much flavor. And I've been eating vegetables that I never even heard of, but I like them. And the spices here are so, I would say, potent that like it really makes cooking this crazy fun experience, which I love. People who eat meat, you're definitely in good hands here because although a lot of places are veg friendly, they still have meat options. I don't eat them, but as a vegan, in this particular part of Rishikesh, it can be a little difficult because they do really value their dairy products because they're so fresh. Um, but there's so many dishes that you can eat that are just vegan, like because you can get stuff without cheese in it, right? As long as you don't order something like paneer or makini. Um, a couple of my favorite things that I've loved since I've been here I would say are the breads, right? So chapati, this royal bread that they eat at the temples called puri. I was about to say pudding, but puri. And then they have this it's like an Indian couscous. It's called semolina. Amazing, and it comes with packed with flavors and veggies, and it's just really light but really filling. And I think they eat it for breakfast here, but I eat it for brunch because I feel like there's a lot of seasoning going on for in the morning time. Also, they have like so many different assortment of lentils that I'm just absolutely in love. And I had for the first time a dish with black chickpeas, and it was really one of the most divine experiences of my life because I didn't even know they had black chickpeas, and it is so good. My favorite part. My favorite part is that I manifested this and it came true. I'm just kidding. That is definitely one of the things I'm most grateful for. But I guess I'm in Rishikesh, so my favorite part is being at the river, being so close to such a divine creation. Like the Ganga is it's peace like in a river. So as a water rising, like that is definitely my favorite part. But I guess I would say my other favorite parts would be that I'm learning a lot about mental health and wellness and Ayurvedic stuff. And so my favorite part is like being able to see, experience, and learn about Indian culture, North Indian culture, and their architecture. Like their temples are beautiful, beautiful creations. The different yoga styles, and I've been learning a lot about different breathwork techniques, which has been amazing. I've also learned a lot about Ayurvedic healing and medicine and just principles in general. And so that part has definitely been, and the food, yeah. Mm. What don't I like? I would say I don't like the private cabs. I don't like that this is such a small area. Like, I like that they keep it sacred and safe, but it's not so modernized. And so, a lot of times you have to get private cabs because Uber and Ola aren't in this section of Rishikesh. And the private cabs try to finesse and finagle you the whole way, and I'm just not a fan. They have like different options, like you could take a tuk-tuk or you could rent this and do that. That's not really my steez. So I'm just not a fan. The next thing is the smells of the main road. Not a fan. It's crazy because like it's just so many smells. Like you can smell the street food restaurants, which smells great. You can smell like the wild animals that are walking around. You might smell their poo that they left behind. Like you smell a lot of like
pollution, I guess, that comes from the cars because it's so compact. And the last thing I don't really like, I don't care for is the noise. People here use their horn instead of their blinkers. I don't even know if they got blinkers because they use the horn so much. And you would think that being that I drive in DC and Maryland and Baltimore all the time, that I would be used to the horns, but this is just different level, and it ain't my favorite. I ignore a lot during the day, but at night it really bothers me. So it's not my favorite experience by any means. How long do I plan on being here? Well, I shall not see. Um, until my heart tells me otherwise. When my spirit says go, and when I feel the need to get up, and my heart says, go, then I'll be gone. But I do have lots of other places I want to tell y'all about in India. So that lets you know a little bit. Child. No. The answer is like no, but yes. So it wasn't easy to adjust in the sense that it was a bigger culture shock than I really ever expected. And I usually adapt really quickly and really well to like any surrounding that I'm in. And this one, it took me some time. What made the adjustments easier for me was I still have some pretty European accommodations. So that was very nurturing to my sense of self. Um, I would also say the time took me a lot longer than it usually does. I think I was jet lagged for like 2 weeks because I'm about 9 hours and 30 minutes ahead of DC, ahead of Eastern Standard Time. So it was definitely a wild experience for me. I still haven't adjusted to things like the noise level and people trying to touch me. Yeah, I haven't adjusted to that one. Um, Other than that, it was pretty easy adjusting. If you're a person who goes to like farmers markets and stuff instead, like it was really quick. And they have a lot more deliveries available, like so you really don't have to leave your house for extra stuff. So it is hot. Okay, what that lady said on that, it's hotter than a jalapeno scoochie outside. It's warm. Um, it's not like a dry heat. It's not Texas heat, but it's close. It's Texas heat and humidity, a little bit lighter. Um, but yeah, it's hot. So if you do plan to come and usually pack a certain amount of underwear, I would say pack more. Definitely. The biggest thing I've learned since being in India is that what I needed yesterday is not the same as what I'll need tomorrow. I think this time has been so eye opening for my entire self. I also learned and continuing to learn patience, that I am ever evolving, and the changes that I've experienced in like the last 3 weeks, I can honestly say they have been so rapid. So it's really, I've learned a lot about giving myself grace as I navigate, my transition on this journey. That has been the most beneficial thing that I've learned. That what worked for me yesterday isn't going to work for me today. And that I get to choose to give myself grace every single day as I navigate and like relearn what I really need in different areas of my life. Yeah. And I will say this, the last thing that I've learned is
to pick your teachers wisely. A lot of you guys know that I came here to get spiritual clarity and lots of other things. And during this time, I've been learning and had the pleasure to meet with different gurus and go to different yoga centers. And I haven't started posting about them because when I give you guys content, I'm going to give you the good, bad, the ugly. And I'm also going to give you something that's deeply connected to my soul. And right now, that content isn't ready. So as soon as I get it, you guys will get it. But that is the other big thing that I've learned, that choose your teachers wisely. Choose the environments that you heal in and the people who you choose to invite on your healing journey wisely. That's it. That's all. No alcohol. Would I recommend this place to others? I think if you're watching my videos, you're probably already really open-minded. But ultimately, I think you know what's for you. I liked Rishikesh. Would I stay here long term? No, that's why I'm leaving. But for the healing aspects and yoga teacher training, this is definitely the place that you want to be. Some people stay here. It's just not my thing. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And follow me on social media at nomadicneshia.